Hello, Victoria School community. I'm Mr. Burns, and of course, you know Gordon. We're hanging out in the office here because I am still coming to school every day, even though the school is closed to all students. And it's very odd being here without you. I like it much better when you're here, and all your teachers like it much better when you're here too. You are the reason why we come to work every day. So this week has been really odd as we are trying to make sense of this new reality and temporary reality of figuring out how do we do our best work with you and for you while you can't be at school. And to that end, this week we have been working together in teams to figure out what it is and how it is that we're going to put forward to you so you can continue with your schoolwork after spring break. So Monday after spring break, you can expect to start seeing a few assignments coming to you from your teachers, some projects to do, some questions to inquire, and that will continue on until such time as we're all allowed to be back in the school together. It will be different, but it'll be exciting. There's lots of opportunity in this. As well, it will be challenging because it's not the same. And Gordon, you know, he as I told all the elementary students at the very first assembly, he's being incredibly helpful right now because I have to make a lot of decisions. And when I'm having a hard time trying to figure out what to decide, I turn to Gordon and he reminds me to slow down and think. And that's what he's been doing. He's just been reminding me to slow down and think. Because I want to make sure that the decisions that we make as a school and that I make as a principal are wise. And they are long-term and they serve you in the best possible way. Because that's what's most important here is how are you doing? Are you keeping healthy? Are you practicing social distancing? Are you doing all the right things that we're all being called upon to do by our province and our governments to slow the spread of this virus? And that's how we're going to get back to school, is by slowing it and eventually passing it, which we will do. And we're excited when we do get back. But until then, we're all going to work hard together to solve this problem together. We're going to be working with you to provide you with that work. And also we'll be available to...
Terrence Prusak, if you're in the building, please come to the office. Mr. Prusak, please come to the office.
See, we're still all here. And we have announcements. The only thing missing is you. And we need to find a way to get you back here. We're excited about that. And, you know, sometimes the bells ring and we just go, that's really eerie. So the sooner we can get us all back into the building, the happier we're all going to be. But until that time, we need to make plans to make sure that you have what you need to continue learning. And we're going to work hard on that. I don't have answers to what it will look like yet. But your teachers are working on that, and I'm going to support them in whatever way possible and support you as well. There are things that are happening right away, and you can turn to School Zone frequently to find out. Tomorrow, we are inviting all students back in small groups to go to their classrooms or their lockers or their arts rooms to pick up the equipment and supplies that they need in order to be able to do this schoolwork from their home environment or your home environment. So that's tomorrow. So check the schedule. It's all based on your last name and what time you're to come in. And we are limiting the amount of people in the building at any one time because that's the whole purpose of the schools being closed, is to reduce the risk of spreading a virus that we don't want to spread. So check that for tomorrow, and we'll see many of you coming in tomorrow. If you don't need anything, that's fine too. There will be other opportunities in the future for people to come in and get what they need, but it will be on an appointment and scheduled basis in order for us to continue to practice that social distancing that we've been asked to do. So check that. Check School Zone for updated information on refunds for tickets that you may have purchased for Peter and the Starcatcher, for bus passes. You will not be out any money because of this. We will refund on things that we can't provide those services for, but it may take us a little bit of time. We're also working with canceled field trips. All those things that you've put money forward for, we will in time be able to refund for most of those activities. And so you'll get details around that and how to claim that refund from the school as well. But I do ask that you give us a little bit of time so we can process that in a meaningful way. Other than that, I don't have a lot of answers to your questions, although the questions that you gave the teachers and staff when they phoned you yesterday have all been submitted to me, and I am working through those. And the ones that I can't answer because they're district-wide questions, I've given to the superintendent, and he and his team are working on answering them as well. So we are dedicated to honoring and answering the questions you've asked, but some of them take more thought than others, some of them take more time than others. So we will commit to making sure that you have the answers that you need. If you do need to contact the school, it's great to do it through email. Our switchboards are going to open again. They were closed yesterday with the message to check school zone, but they will be open again too. But I do ask that you don't inundate the office for information calls. Please check school zone first. It's really important. Everybody's extremely busy trying to build the plans to make sense of this situation. And we're making good decisions, and there's even some excitement about some of the things that you're going to experience. There are so many different ways to learn, and this is going to be one for all of us. And I thank you for joining us on this journey. It will be exciting, it will be frustrating, it will be scary, and it will be worthy of celebration. And there are so many things that we're going to learn about ourselves and each other as we do this. The most important thing right now, and Gordon agrees with me, that you're safe, that you're staying healthy, and that you know that you are loved.